Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday weekend. I actually look forward to getting back to Labor Day in just a moment, but I thought I'd do a quick little instructional video, realizing that I published this module without much of an explanation. Now, of course, you can always really read through all the instructional content, the overview, and everything to get that, but I realized that it would probably be helpful if I added a little bit more to this. Your anecdotal videos have just been fantastic. I love now that I can picture you, that you picked these great stories to share that showcased your energetic personality, and just consider that a wonderful place to start from. And now you're moving on to outline-based or extemporaneous speeches. So from here on out, you'll turn in an outline and then you'll use that same outline to actually do your speech. So let's go ahead and, as usual, there's an overview and instructional content, but I'm going to start with the outline sample and just click on this, even though you can obviously do that on your own, but you'll always be turning in your outline for your speech that you're about to perform early. That's so you can get feedback on it. And the grade you get on your outline will actually be under the written assignment group. So all the outlines are due on a certain day. In this case, it's the 19th. And you might want to actually revisit the instructional content from last week where it went over the basic speech components. But if you click on just this little outline sample, that really just shows you this student generated sample. But then I also did a short instructional video that would help clarify questions that you may have. And then underneath is the rubric that I'll be using just for your outline. And essentially, if you just use that format and not turn in an essay, you'll do fine. Remember, you don't want to turn in an essay because you're going to learn to trust yourself using a keyword outline in order to be conversational and spontaneous. So once you do the outline and you get your feedback, you move on and you're going to use that outline to do your speech. So in this next frame where it says My Life Change Speech Directions in the rubric, first of all, again, you can click on the actual assignment prompt. So it'll bring up, what the assignment has. But then I am stoked because this woman featured underneath, her name is Ting. She took the class over the summer and she agreed to let me post her life change speech so that you can see a great student generated sample. So not only do you have a sample outline from a different student, now you have a sample speech from a student. She's just magnificent. So I hope that helps. And then underneath, again, this is the rubric for this particular speech. And so you really want to read through that rubric and the prompt and just make sure that you're covering all of your bases for that. The next thing that's actually really easy points is that you'll get a chance to just throw out your topics and give and receive feedback on topics for any speech. Where you're thinking of 2 or 3 things to do. And so Canvas generated peer groups for you. And this is really low stakes where all you're going to do is just maybe if you're thinking of a couple topics, you simply post them in the discussion. And so there's directions on how to do that. And it's really an easy way to learn to earn points in the participation category. So now don't panic. Remember, if you glance back at the module, that these speeches aren't actually due to be posted until I believe it's the 24th of September, but you see all these things are in stages. You'll jump into your peer groups by the end of this week to throw out topics, and then the outline due date is there. We'll go from there. So I hope that helped just a little bit. Obviously, I will be in Zoom on Friday just to chat and check in with you. Those of you who've been coming in Friday, God, that's been so much fun. You're always welcome to join us. But meanwhile, go back to your holiday. Have a great one.